Hi, it's Mary. Welcome to the Paper Turtle. Today I think that I feel like playing in my glue books. I've got both of them here. If you've watched my previous glue book video, you might remember that I've got this one that I've been working in for a couple of years. It's getting nice and fat, and it's just very random stuff. Well, they're both random stuff. But then this is the one that I recently started working in, and this is more personal meaning stuff. And it's not necessarily like any deep personal meaning or anything like that. And it's not daily things like my daily journal. It's just, again, random stuff, but it might be from someplace that I've been, or just something that has some type of meaning to me. So I've got both of these here. I don't have any plan. I don't have an agenda. I don't even know what I'm going to be doing. But I don't know. We'll just kind of start doing something and see what hits us. I have a box that I keep here right under my table. This is my glue book box, and in it is just random stuff that I come across, and I throw it in here, and then when I go to do my glue book, that's what I use. So I'm just going to dig in here and just start with some of this stuff. I don't really even know what's in here. This is, I was doing some cleaning the other day, and I ran across this plastic sheet that I have stuck random stickers, washi tape. This is from Taco Bell. This is, I don't know what that was from. Something. Shoes. That's from Shoes. It's from Skechers. Fruit labels. It's just random sticky stuff goes on there until I go to use it. This is from Publix. When you get a sub at Publix. Publix is a southern-based grocery store. They have a deli section that has the best subs. So when you get a sub, this is the tissue paper they use. I grabbed it before it got too dirty and washed it off. My husband thought I was just absolutely nuts, but hey, you know, you take things wherever you find them. This is some mail. I think I'll put that in there somewhere. I like to put in places that we go eat. And this is from like an advertising magazine we get in the mail. It's a local thing, and so there's always ads from the local restaurants. So I thought I would stick those in there. A couple of breweries we've been to. I'll put all this stuff in here. Maybe I'll play with the manatees. I thought that was cute. Okay, I'm going to just start with this stuff. Let me get this out of the way. I had more stuff stuck in here than I thought. Let's start with the restaurants. I'll just do a restaurant page. I don't know if I've already started one. Let me see. I don't think I have. Well, if I have, I'll just start another one because I don't know where it is. I haven't done a whole lot in this one yet, in this book. Just a little bit here and there. Some random things. Alright. When you're working in a glue book like this, it's usually best not to go in order, like from the front of your book to the back. It's best to pick random pages because then it's not so much stress on your spine. I'm going to put these in here, this one, because these are local breweries. This was from a local brewery. In fact, that was from here. I'm going to cut this one out and put it on there. Us and our friends, we like to go to wineries and breweries and just do some sampling. And it's a good way to spend some time with your friends and maybe discover some new drinks that you like. The problem, we go to the wineries especially, and we always end up buying all kinds of wine, spending like a lot of money, because you know the wine at the wineries is pretty expensive. I mean, I know I used to work at a liquor store, and I know that there's very, very, very expensive wines out there. So most of these are not that expensive. They're not $200 bottles of wine. I'm sure that some of them are, but that's not what we buy. But they're more expensive than, you know, Boone's Farm that you buy at the grocery store. But it's really good wine. And it's like, you know, you go to the winery and you create the memory of being there with your friends, and the wine is kind of like a souvenir. These 4 things. Oh, are you in frame? Yeah. Okay. These things are from a brewery that we went to. It was actually my birthday 2 years ago, and we all bought flights, and we got different things in the flights, and we were being silly and funny, and it was a really fun time. So this is what your glue book can do for you. It can be a you know, just a place to hold your memories. This book's going to have a lot of that kind of stuff in it. Now, I want to put some kind of little background on here, I think. Trying to find this book. I really like this book. I think I've mentioned it before. I'll just mention it one more time. It's a book that I got at Ollie's, which is a discount store, kind of like a Big Lots. And I believe that it's wallpaper, I think is what's in it, but it's photographs of all kinds of backgrounds and stuff, and it is so cool. Look at all the stuff in here. I mean, just all kinds of stuff. So I think I just want to find something just to add a little bit of color to this one page, but I don't want it to be too busy because I'm going to be adding things to it. That's kind of cool. Kind of makes me think of a winery. I'm going to use that. So I dig into this book a lot. There's some very cool stuff in here. So this book is like, you don't have to be perfect with it. You don't have to worry about if something, you know, is lined up just right, or whatever. I don't know. I just love doing this, my glue book, because of that you don't have to think. You don't have to think about it. It doesn't have to be some great design masterpiece. It's just, you're just having fun. And what I'm doing is I'm digging the glue out of the bottoms of the glue sticks, because there's a lot of wasted glue in there. So if you use a little spatula and dig it out, you can still use it. And I happen to have a whole basket of empty glue sticks that I need to dig the glue out of. So I'm going to use them here because, again, I don't have to worry about like being super precise with my glue placement. So it's a good way to use this. And the tiny little bit that's in the bottom of your glue thing goes a long ways, because you spread it out and you really only need a little bit. It's surprising how you can make that last. So I'm kind of in a, I don't know, talkative mood today, I guess. I don't know why. I think probably because it's been raining here for several days. We went a long time without any rain, but now it's hurricane season, and Elsa just came through. And it's been raining. And I think that the rainy days have got me a little bit, okay, I need to speak to another human being. I need to talk to someone. So here I am talking to myself, or you. Talking to you is like talking to myself. Have you ever said that to somebody, like, talking to you is like talking to myself or talking to a wall, where they don't respond to you or something? I don't know. I don't know if I've actually said that to anyone. I think that I've thought it before. You know, when you talk to somebody and they're just kind of blah. Maybe they're not in the mood to talk, or they don't have anything to say, or they're just not a very talkative person. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm the only one that's thought that way. I don't think that this is a vineyard I've been to. I think this is, we bought this in the grocery store, I think. But I just liked it's a wine label. I just liked it. I thought it was kind of cool, so. So locally we have a lot of breweries, not like right in my town or in my county. My county does have a couple, but in neighboring counties and in various areas in the state. You know, a few years ago, it was like a big boom. Everybody was opening wineries, and not wineries, but breweries, and everywhere you went, there were craft breweries. And I think it's calmed down a little bit, but the really good ones are still around. And so they're fun. And usually at some of them, they have like a tasting room, and then they'll have like, well, they have tours of the brewery. And then a lot of times they'll have games set up that you can just hang out with your friends and play games. And I don't know, it's fun. So this one is in a nearby town. This one is in the next town over. This one is in the next town over. Well, see, I don't really live in a town, so everything is the next town over. I live in a town. I live in an unincorporated area, which is governed by the county, not by any municipality. And the little town that I live in, that is my address, is like tiny. It's a tiny old fishing town. Tourists come here. They come here to go boating. We live on the coast, but going out to the coast, there's rivers and tributaries and stuff. So people come here to go boating and kayaking and that type of stuff. But there's not much else here. So I definitely don't have a brewery or a winery in my town. Although, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that, because just right down the road from me, there is one that's going to be opening up. They have made wine, and they were going to open as a winery, but I don't know, something happened and they haven't opened yet. They're still working on it though. But they're a blueberry farm, and they make blueberry wine, and they have a little cafe and a gift shop, so you can go and you can do you pick blueberries and go to the cafe and the gift shop. And they're working on opening up a restaurant and winery, so that'll be like close by. That's right down the road for me. Okay, so those are those. What else have I got here? I have restaurants. These are all restaurants, local restaurants that I've been to, so I'll do another page of them. My ice cream treats that I keep in the freezer. I cut it from the box and I made a little pocket. I love that. Okay. You don't always have to have a background on your page. Like I was showing you when we first started this, you can just take ink or crayons or whatever and just color the page if you want to. If you want to add some color. Or you can do a background, you can add paper or whatever. I think that I'm going to... I have this paper pad right here that has thin paper in it. Well, there's a couple of them. And I think that I'm going to, I'll use this one, grab a couple pieces of this paper and just put it on just as background. I don't even care the color. I don't, let's see, maybe something coordinating though. Sure, why not? This is pretty random. Another color. What's a good color? That's random. Okay. And I'm just going to, I don't know, tear the pages just to get a background. I really think, though, that I'm going to get another glue stick because this is a lot of territory to cover. And it'll just go faster if I actually use a whole glue stick as opposed to trying to spatula it on there. So what kind of things do you put in your glue books? Do you have more than one glue book for different types of things, or do you just use one glue book and fill it up and then start another one when that's full? How do you do your glue books? There's, you know, that again, like with anything else, there's no right or wrong way. Everybody can do it different. Everybody can do it their own way. And hi Callie. I am babysitting my sister-in-law's cat. She might have made an appearance here before. She's very vocal. And I know, I see you. I see you. And she likes attention. So she comes in here and she just meows at me until I acknowledge her and pay attention to her. Now, she's not real good at jumping. the fat little thing. So she doesn't jump up on here. Thank goodness. My other cat does. My cat does. But Callie doesn't. But she will go. I have over next to me a windowsill, and there's kind of like some things in front of it that she can step up on to get up on the windowsill. So she'll go over there. And that gets her kind of high enough. She can look out the window and she can see what I'm doing. Okay. So this paper, you may be thinking, why are you cutting up? Why are you doing like perfectly good scrapbook paper? Well, I have a lot of scrapbook paper. And if I don't use it for something, it's just going to sit here and completely go to waste. And when I die, it will go in an estate sale and be sold for cheap, 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 or my husband will throw it out. And I don't want that to happen. I mean, I don't care if it goes in an estate sale and goes for cheap, cheap, cheap. If somebody can use it, and that's a good thing for them. I don't have a problem with that. But I don't want it to get thrown out. But I don't really care what happens to it afterwards. I'm here on Earth right now, and I want to use it. So I'm using it. I hoarded paper for many years. And you know what it got me? A hoard of paper. So I'm not doing that anymore. I'm just using it. And this is, you saw the size of the stack of this, that this paper came in. And it is, what am I trying to say? It's, oh my gosh, Mary, speak. I see I can't do something and talk at the same time. It's, I don't even know what I was going to say. It's very cheap paper. It's very thin paper, so it's perfect for this kind of thing. Busy background, but I don't care. I kind of like it. And this paper, even though, you know, I sit here and I tear it up like this, eventually I will use all this paper. Because I'll use it in other collages and stuff. Other things that I do. Of course, I didn't rip that quite big enough. That's all right. It'll eventually get covered. That little spot right there. That's fine. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to check the time again. Because, again, I can get carried away with this. I can be in here for hours. And I know you don't want to watch a video that long. Or maybe you do. I don't know. I'm not going to make a video that long. Because, you know, I can, those of you that don't make YouTube videos, just so that you know, you can go and see how long people are watching the video. So I know that people don't watch it for an hour. So I try not to make them that long, so that, you know, if you don't watch it for an hour, at least if I make it shorter, maybe you'll get to see the whole video. Because, if you only have a block of half an hour or so, you don't get to watch a whole video. I don't want you to feel like you're missing out on something. I know you can always come back. That's what I do. If I'm watching a long video and I don't have time to watch the whole thing, I'll come back to it. And I'll watch the rest of it another time. Okay, that's good enough. Maybe I should put a strip of something there. How about this yellow? Just like a little strip. No, that's going to go this way. Well, it still doesn't cover it like I like it to. So anyway, yeah, we just had the hurricane come through here. And it wasn't really anything like, you know, as far as hurricanes go. It had gone down to a tropical storm by the time it got on land anyway. But we got a lot of rain. And it's been raining for like 3 or 4 days straight. And I'm really tired of the rain. Yesterday, it rained all morning, and then towards late afternoon, the sun started to come out. My grandkids were here for a little bit, and they were able to go out in the pool for a few minutes. Okay, enough fiddling with the background, Mary. That's enough. I think what I want to do, though, I'm going to run a little bit of ink over the page. I don't know why, I just feel like it calls for it. For the edges of the paper. See how that kind of antiques it up? I don't need it antiqued up. I'm not doing anything that's vintage style. I just like the look of it. I could have done it with something really bright, like a pink. I should have done that next time. Okay. Now, I wanted to just kind of make this a restaurant page. Oh, but you know what I need to do? I need to make some pockets because I have menus. So let me make a couple pockets going across the bottom here. I need something a little sturdier than this. Let me dig into my scraps and see what else I can come up with. That's going to cover up what I just did. Maybe I'll make a, should make a side pocket. Maybe I'll make one side pocket to tuck the menus into and then put the restaurants and stuff over there. That's what I'll do. Okay. Now I just need to find a piece of cardstock. Hi, Callie. That will go there. Oh, let me see. Well, here's something interesting. That's ugly. That's really ugly. How about just this? Oh, look, there's an elephant. Let's do that. I like the elephant. It has nothing to do with restaurants or anything, but I like him. He'll make a good little side pocket. Covering up the whole thing that I just put on there. That's okay. Sometimes that happens. Again, we're not going for perfection at all. Should I put a little notch in there? Sure, why not? I don't know why. My book, I know it's a pocket. Don't really need to do that, but I'll do it anyway. Do you ever get in the habit of doing something, and so then it just becomes the thing that you do? You know, like whenever I do a pocket or something, I put a little notch in it. Doesn't always need it. Doesn't always call for it, but for some reason, that's what I do, because that's what I got in the habit of doing. And that's what I have to try to not work myself into those boxes where I'm doing the same thing all the time. It just becomes habit. This makes absolutely no sense. It does not go with the paper. It doesn't go with the theme, but I like it. He's cute. All right, now where did I put those menus? I have a couple of them here. You know, a lot of places, restaurants have paper menus now, which I hate. Come on, let's get back to having a little bit of, I don't know, a little bit of class. Not class necessarily, but I don't know. I go to a restaurant. I really would like to have a real menu. Give me a real menu. It just, I don't understand the cheapo paper menu stuff. I don't like it. I don't like it. I want real menus. Okay, so there's a couple of menus. They're not even pretty. They don't put any effort into anything anymore with COVID as an excuse. It's an excuse for them to to cut back, you know, and still charge you the same amount of money. And I hate that. This is not one we frequent a lot. Boy, I'm going to need more space. Let me cut these down a bit. I like to eat out. I don't necessarily like the chain restaurants because, especially since COVID, they're like ridiculous. The chain restaurants are overpriced, and the food, like I said, especially since COVID, is just not very good anymore. And you're paying a lot of money to go eat. I expect decent food for the amount of money that I'm paying. And the chain restaurants just aren't, they're just not doing it for me anymore. There are a couple that I do like. I like Cheddar's. So I don't mind going to Cheddar's. That's about it that I can think of right now. I would prefer local. I prefer to support local, first of all. And usually the food is better, unless it's one of those little diner type restaurants. Those I don't tend to really like. And No offense to anybody if they own one of those diner type restaurants. It's not yours in particular that I'm talking about. It's just, I think the style of food, and it tends to, in my opinion, be a little bit basic. I don't know. Around here we have a lot of bar type foods, bar foods, that they sell burgers and sandwiches, and maybe you might get lucky and get a chef's salad or something. Nothing too original, nothing 5-star, that's for sure. Or 4 or 3, maybe 3. And I'm not like a big restaurant snob or connoisseur or anything like that, but sometimes I just would like a good meal in a good restaurant. And it's hard to find, very hard to find. We went shopping. It's probably about an hour, a little more than an hour away, if we want to go to like a good mall. And so one day, not too long ago, we went to an outlet mall that's not, like I said, about an hour, 15 minutes or so away from us. And they have, it's like getting really, really built up like crazy. Like they just keep building and building. And when they keep building and building, they have to build more roads. So there's constant construction, and it's so much traffic. I don't even like going there. But every once in a while, I like to go shopping at some place other than Ollie's or Big Lots, you know. So we went to go shopping, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit all of these on here. And we decided to stop and eat. And in this area, there's a lot of stores and a lot of restaurants, but they're all like these chain restaurants. But there was one there that we had never tried before, so we decided to stop and try it. It's called Ford's Garage. So we decided to try it, and I was so disappointed in it. I got a burger, a mushroom Swiss burger. And it was mostly, this whole restaurant was mostly burgers. And I was so disappointed in it. It just didn't taste good. It was like overcooked and bland, and I don't know. I just didn't care for it. I don't remember what my husband got, but whatever he got, he didn't like either. So it was like, okay, well, we can cross that place off of our list. That's not, just not, I don't know. I don't know what we're looking for. I don't know what we want. But the restaurants just aren't cutting it for us lately. I don't know where I'm going to put this one. Maybe I'll just cut the logo off. I'll just put the logo on there. I don't need the whole big thing. And one of the reasons that I'm saving menus is to watch the prices. If you ever find like old ephemera, like old menus from somewhere or something, and you look at the prices, it's really interesting to see what things used to go for compared to what they go for now. So I think sometime in the future, if somebody ever finds this and they see these menus and they look at the prices, they'll think, wow, you could get a steak for $20 or whatever. Let's see what's on this menu. This used to be one of our favorite places. All right, here's a ribeye for $26.45. Slow roasted tri-tip for $18.45. So someday somebody's going to read this and think that those are cheap prices. That's not cheap for me. I think that that's high to pay for a stinking steak. I didn't get a steak when I went there. I got a salad. They have a really good salad that I like, so that's what I got. Okay, so this is this, and there's room for me to add more little restaurant things and stick more menus in, or I can start another page or whatever. Okay, that's not bad. All right. This is another one where I put the business cards of menus in there. I have this. This is an envelope that somebody sent me, and I just cut it so that I'll have to cut it down a little bit more, but that's okay. I can do that. I'm going to put it somewhere else in here. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in the envelope, but it'll have something in it. There, I'll put it there. Should I cut it down or should I leave it sticking out? I'm going to leave it sticking out because I think that yeah, that's fine. And I'm using this glue just because this is a heavier piece of paper. I want it to stick. I don't know if the glue stick will be strong enough. I should have just used my other wet glue. Sorry, I'm covering up somebody's address. I hope it didn't already show in the video. Is that gonna... Yeah, I've got glue there. And I don't mind things sticking out of the book at all. I don't mind that. Okay, so now I have a good little pocket here to put something in. I don't have anything to put in it right now, but I could put something in it, and then I can decorate it. Let me see. Do I have anything right here? Not really. Yeah. I'll at some point I'll have something to put in there. Okay, so now we have the manatees. I'm going to put the manatees on here, and I have this. And this kind of goes with the manatees. I'm not going to worry about this information about manatees. It tells you about the best time to see them. This came from a local magazine again. I think it's kind of cool that I have so many local magazines that I can cut stuff out of. It's not going to fit. That's all right. I'll let him go over to the next page. Maybe I'll put him on the other page. That's good. And again, I'll find other things to fill that up with. So around here, it's a big thing to go see manatees. I mean, it's a big thing for the tourists. Those of us that live here, we're used to seeing manatees. They're not a big deal. But people come here from other places to go see the manatees because there's a lot of springs around here. And in the winter, the manatees come into the springs for the warm water. So when they come in that time of year, a lot of people like to come, and there's like tour boats and stuff that you can go and you can ride on the boat, and they'll take you out to where the manatees are, and they'll let you swim and snorkel with the manatees. I don't especially like that they do that, because I don't know how much that bothers the manatees. Maybe it doesn't bother them. Maybe they like people. They're very docile, and they will come up to the boats, and they'll come up to people and stuff. But I don't know. It just concerns me. I worry about them because sometimes there's so many people. One time it wasn't too long after we moved to this area, we went kayaking near one of the springs, one of the very popular springs. And there's like thousands and thousands of manatees that come to these springs. In this particular spring, it has like a fairly narrow opening from the river. So they're able to, it belongs to the state, I think, or maybe the county, but they're able to close it off to boaters and kayakers and stuff during manatee season, so that the manatees have like a refuge that they can go in the spring and be away from people. And that's a good thing. But on the river just outside of the spring is where the people go to snorkel with the manatees. And there's hundreds of manatees there in the water. And people will go and they'll take their boats and their kayaks and everything, and then they get in the water and they snorkel with the manatees. And it's just too many. It's too many. The manatees can't even move. And I feel so bad for them. And I really feel like, I don't know, I wish they wouldn't do it, because it's just, I don't know. It's you're messing around with nature, you know. That's the manatees' homes and their refuge, and they're up against all these people, and it really made me sad to see it. But that's like a local businesses. That's how people make their money, is by taking people out on these snorkeling tours to go and swim with the manatees. And I get that. And I suppose they're not really hurting them, but I don't know. It bothers me. I don't like it. Just leave them alone. Let them be. Okay. That's my little rant for today. Oh, wait. I had this too. I can cut that out and put that on there. I don't know why I liked it. I just did. So you see this book. This is my more personal glue book. It doesn't necessarily, it's not necessarily anything super personal. It's just things that, I don't know, have a little bit more meaning to me than random stuff. Maybe it was just an excuse to start another glue book. I don't know. I should do something in my other glue book too. Am I even in frame? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm cutting this. I should have just ripped it. It would have been a lot faster. And of course I choose my tiny little scissors to cut it with. Should I put the poem on there? What does the poem say? Where did it go? Oh. Then the crane was caught in the rain in Johnny Crow's garden. Oh, sure. Why not? It's kind of cute. I'm guessing it was a part of a bigger story that I don't have. I don't even know what book I took this out of. One of my children's books that I bought somewhere along the line. I like it. This is more about Johnny Crow's garden. It says, was afraid he had a fever, but the goat said it's nothing but his throat in Johnny Crow's garden. It must have been some kind of rhyme where they would say something and then you say in Johnny Crow's garden. I don't know. It's funny. I guess I should have read it before I cut it all up. As we speak, I am uploading a video, a haul video. So I hope you'll go take a look at that if you haven't already. I don't know when this video will go up. Like I've said before, I do my videos and then it takes me a while to get them up just because it takes a while to do it. And what am I looking for? I'm looking for my watch to see what time it is. Okay, about a half hour. Okay, that one's kind of cool. And what else do I have in here? Okay, I have this. These are from a box from the scratching pad for my cat. And I think I'm just going to put one in here and one in my other journal. Unless I already did. Wait, I might have already put one in there. Let me see. This is my, what I call my personal daily journal. And I put all kinds of stuff in here. And I think I might have already put one of those in here. Let me see. I thought I was going to put it here. So let me pick one. These look like my cat, that's why. I put this here. This will fit here. Or that'll fit there. Which one? I like the one with him scratching. I'll put that one in there. Okay. So I didn't put them in yet, but they are in there to be put in. So that's that. And then I'll put this one in here somewhere. It needs something else though. It needs a little background. No, that's too too much or something. That'll work. Hold on just a second. Okay, I'm back. My husband came home. He didn't know that I was filming, so he's out there talking to me. And I had to go see what he was talking about. I'm going to try something. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Somebody that I watch do their glue book, a lot of times she has excess paper. She'll wrap it around to the other page on the other side. And I think that's such a good idea because that gives your other page a little bit of a start. So I'm going to do that with this one. So I don't know what I was talking about when I left and came back. You probably don't even know that I left and came back, but I did leave and come back. So I'm not sure what I was talking about. So I apologize if I stopped mid-sentence or mid-thought or mid-conversation. But I'm back. All right, so what else can we talk about? I don't know. I don't know what we can talk about. Gotta be something we can talk about, right? I'm not sure. I started out real talkative this morning. And now I don't feel like I have anything else to say. What else should we talk about? I guess this is where a live would be kind of good, because I could ask you what we can talk about and then you could tell me and we could actually talk about something. But, oh well. Oh, isn't he cute? Should I make it a pocket? I'm going to make him a pocket. Him, my kitty's a her. I don't know what this kitty is, but my kitty that looks like this is a her. And her name is Heidi. And she is just the best, sweetest cat in the whole wide world. She is so good-natured and so even-tempered, and she loves us to death, and she's just the best. I've had a lot of cats over the years, and I would have to say that she is one of the best ones that I've had. Well, I love my cats. But Heidi is just, she's so cool. And this cat on this packaging looks just like her. Looks exactly like her. That could be her. And she loves this little thing too that we bought. It's one of those little scratchy pad things. She loves it. And she lays on it like this, and she scratches the edges. And okay, so that's cool. I have no idea what I'm going to put in there. I need to put something in there, though, so I know that it's a pocket. What should I put in? Oh, I know. I got something. I found this. I don't know where it came from. I don't know if somebody gave it to me or if it was just in with some stuff or what. But I'll stick that in there. There. That goes really well, too. I like it. Okay. My fudge bars. I am an ice creamaholic, and if left to my own devices, I would eat ice cream constantly. Every night I would eat ice cream. And I used to, and that's how I got fat. But I don't anymore. I have learned to temper myself and only eat regular ice cream once a week. I limit myself. And sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just don't have it, but that's my limit. That's the most that I can allow myself to have. Otherwise, I will overindulge. So to keep myself from overindulging in a big old bowl of ice cream with chocolate syrup on top, I do buy what I call my ice cream treats that I allow myself to have, and they are the little things like the fudge bars and the ice cream cones. So I allow myself to have those, and that's what I have. See, here's this deli paper from the deli, and underneath on the page I had scribbled with pink and yellow marker. So then I put the deli paper over it, and you can see the pink and yellow scribbles underneath. I love it. I think it just looks really cool. I don't know what I'm going to put on top of it, but right now I don't want to put anything on top of it. I just like it like that. And I thought the pink lace went really well with it. Alright, I need to just find a page where there's not a whole lot of stuff. I guess I could make another pocket here. Lots of pockets in here because I have like miscellaneous things that I could stick inside. But I think what I'm going to do is cut it a little bit more and cut out the fudge bars. So that'll be something separate. I don't know why. And see, that's the thing. There doesn't have to be any rhyme or reason to the glue book. I think that's what I really like about it. That there just doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to go, it doesn't have to follow a theme, it doesn't have to, I don't know, it doesn't have to do anything. But again, I feel like I want some kind of a background. I need some color. Let me think. What can I do for color on here? I have inks. I could just ink it up. I don't like to just ink it up. I like to have some kind of color. Yes, that's kind of like the floor of an ice cream place, isn't it? Kinda. But that pops. I like that. I'll use up this paper. And I'm going to turn it under right there. That worked perfectly. Oops. So this other person that I watch, that I get my that I got my inspiration from to do these. Well, when I first started doing it, I saw a couple of people do it this way using this composition notebook and stuff. And I think the second person that I watched got her idea from the first person that I watched. I'm not sure. I know there's a lot of people that do it this way out there, so I can't give credit to anybody for originating it, because I don't know. But the people that I've watched, one of them, I always enjoyed watching her because she, I don't know, she just had a lot of interesting stuff that she put in hers. And she just made it really, really fun. And I still enjoy watching her. And she does lives sometimes where she's doing it, which I don't watch them live. We've discussed that before. I don't enjoy watching them live. But I do watch them afterwards. So, one day, and I probably shouldn't talk about this really, because it's not, I'm not talking about it to be dramatic. I guess I'm talking about it as a example of what not to do. I think, I mean, everybody can do what they want on their own channels, absolutely. But I think if you want viewers, you shouldn't do it. She did a live, and I watched it afterwards, after she was done. And she got very political on it. Like too political, to the point where she told people, if you're, and I don't want to get political, so I'm not going to name the different parties, but if you are of a certain political affiliation, let's just put it that way, then I don't want you here. Get out of here. Go away. That's actually what she said on her live. Now, I wasn't even watching it live, and I was like shocked. I don't get offended by things. It didn't offend me, but I was shocked that she would do that, because, you know, this country is like divided politically right down the middle, like almost 50-50. So you just alienated 50% of your viewers. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I don't know if she wasn't thinking. I don't know if she was trying to be funny. I don't know what her thought process was in it. I watched it for like maybe 5 more minutes, and I turned it off because she was ranting. She was on this whole big political rant. Now, I don't watch crafting videos to hear political rants from either side. It doesn't matter to me what side anybody is on. I don't care. I don't watch crafting videos to hear political rants. So I turned it off. I had a really hard time with the whole thing because I normally like watching her, but I'm not going to sit there and listen to that. So I've been very torn as to whether to continue watching her and make my own statement saying, hey, if you're going to do that, I'm not going to watch you. Or to watch her anyway because I enjoy watching her. And so far I've chosen to continue to watch her because I do enjoy watching her. But if she continues to do that, if she does it again, I'll stop. I won't watch her. Crafting videos is not the place to get on your political soapbox and to alienate half of your audience. I don't get why anybody would do that. But it's her channel and she can do what she wants. But don't go and, oh, woe is me when your viewership goes up way down. So anyway, I just kind of saying that to let you know that you won't get political anything from me on my channel. I won't go there. It's not the place for it. I don't even like politics. I unhid like all news stations on Facebook and anybody that was politically very, very vocal on my friends list because I couldn't deal with it. I didn't want to deal with it. What do you think about that? That's like big and chunky and clunky, and I love it. I'm going to put that on there. So anyway, I don't even know why I talked about that. I think because it still bothers me. It still bothers me that, and baffles me more than bothers. Because like I said, I wasn't offended by it because I don't take political stands one way or another, and whatever political beliefs or feelings I have, I keep to myself and I vote. Period. That's it. So it didn't bother me. It didn't offend me. But I didn't want to hear it, and I guess what bothered me was that she's doing it on her crafting channel. Why are you sabotaging your own channel for that? If you want to make a political channel and do your rants, then that's probably the better place to do it. I don't know. You don't even have to like respond to any of that commentary. I guess I was just like venting and doing my own little rant against that type of thing. But it is what it is. That's pretty funky cool. There's a lot of holes in this trim, so there's not a lot there to grasp the glue. I might not have put it in the right spot either. I love putting trim on the edges of my journal pages. I just love it. I love the trim sticking out. I like to have a lot of tactileness. I think it's just a fun thing to have in your journal and to look at. How cool is that? Oh, I glued my page. I need glue under here so that this doesn't unravel. So if you're using some kind of trim that likes to unravel, just put some extra glue on the ends, and then that way it won't unravel on you. And I'm just cutting it kind of close to the edge of the paper. Some of those little fuzzies are coming off. It's a little tricky, this trim is, because it's got the tiny little, all right, come on, glue. It's got the tiny little details to it. There. Okay. I think that will do it. Let's see. Move this stuff over. Now, I lost track of the time because I stopped and came back. So I don't know how long it's been now. So I guess I probably should stop. I like it. And then when I close it, oh my goodness, I love that. I love that. Oh, what a cool addition to my book. Okay, so let us see what we did today. Let's just see what we've done. We'll do a little quick flip through here. I'm gonna just clear this up. Oh, should I save this little plastic thing? I don't know. I'll save it for now. I'm just gonna pick this up a little bit right here so that we can do a quick little flip through of what we've done so far in here. Does anybody else feel like you always have to like clean up your area when you're done crafting? I have to clean up like my immediate area, but I have this to the left of me on my table is the mess that stays. I don't, every once in a while I'll clean it up, but usually it just stays there. All right, so what have we done in here so far? Anything interesting? I made this little pocket for my husband's golf scorecards. I don't know why. We have this pocket from this envelope. I don't know what I'm going to put in it or how I'll decorate it, but there it is. My fudge bars, which is a pocket, which I probably, again, should put something in there just so that I know that's a pocket. Let me see what I have here. Something I made or something somebody gave me. Oh, wait. Let me look. Hold on. I have another. This is stuff I've been collecting also for journals or glue books or whatever, and it's miscellaneous things that maybe somebody's given me something or I've just collected or whatever. So there's got to be something fun in here. How about this? Oh, it's a little bit big. That's all right. It's going in there. Maybe I'll decorate that one day. And then this is where I just turned this paper over on the bottom. And you can also see the trim, so that's a good base for something. This is one I did another day. This was something I did. This was a background that came out of that same book. And these are old cards that I had in my wallet that I took out of my wallet one time but didn't know what to do with them. So here they go. My husband's old police business card, a CPR card. Look, see, it's from 2003. My son's old website. So just kind of weird things that I had laying around. Page we did today with room to add to it. I like it. This is a page, this side we did today with room to add to it. This was a page that I don't think I did this one on camera. I think that I just did this just randomly myself. It's some sailor stuff. I don't know if you can see that. Just a piece of ephemera that I cut out of something. It says 2 jacks and 3 queens. And it's 2 sailors and they're girls. Can you see this? Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure where I was in the camera. And so I just liked it because it reminded me of my husband and his friends who were in the Navy, and me and my friends who went to high school together, and we all met and married each other, and it just reminded me of that. And here's another little sailor card that I found. And my husband he's Popeye. Looks like Popeye. He's got a Popeye tattoo on his arm, so he's all into Popeye. So this and this all came off of boxer shorts. So in my journal they go. These were Sweet Pea and Bluto dolls that I bought for him at a antique store. Those are the tags that were on them, so I put the tags in here. This is a little ad from a magazine. You know, you can buy this figurine. So I just related to that and put that in there, and that's my Navy Popeye page, which needs to be reinforced on this side. One of my ice cream treat boxes. This came from a beach towel that I bought. The page we did today, the restaurants that we go to. Some of the restaurants that we have been to. We actually don't frequent any of these, but we've been to all of them. Business cards from other restaurants. My kitty. That's not really my kitty, but it looks like my kitty. This was just something that I threw together. This is a napkin that somebody sent me. I just thought it was so cute. So I put it in here, and this I found that my granddaughter made several years ago. I just found it stuck in a box because I saved it. And so I thought, well, this is a good place for it. So that's that. Envelope from a card that my husband gave me. This should have gone on the other page. And afterwards I tried to pull it back up to put on the other page, and it wouldn't come up. But it might at some point because I used a glue stick. And you know, sometimes those glue sticks, they dry up and they don't work real well. So I'm hoping that maybe I can pull that up at some point and move it to my brewery page, because that's where it should have been. These are papers from the grandkids that I've just stuck in there. A ticket from a concert I went to. I also scrapbooked this in my scrapbook, so This was an extra one I put in here. That deli paper. I love it. All these blank pages we got to work on. I have no idea why I did this, but this is from one of those old Sears catalogs. I don't know. And this is from Sip and Stroll that we did. The map of the downtown. You all know where I live. I hope that nobody comes hunting me down. This is from a park, and they have a children's center, like a discovery center in the park, and you can do rubbings. So my husband made me a rubbing. And these are cards that we got at one of the state parks. I don't know. I just stuck them in here. The girls probably got them and just left them here, so I grabbed them. Our campground tag from when we went camping one time. A picture I accidentally printed on 8x10 paper instead of photo paper. Why waste it? I just loved this from the Dick and Jane books, and she's got a raggedy. So I just made a page. And I think the rest of it is blank still. Yep. So there's our glue book adventure for today. We didn't even get to the other glue book. Maybe next time we'll work in that one. I think I said that the last time. But hey, you know, we do whatever hits us at the moment. So thank you for watching. If you like this, let me know down below. I'd like to know if you enjoy watching the glue book videos. Hit subscribe if you haven't already, and like the video, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.